Chelsea have verbally agreed personal terms with Raphinha and his agent over a 5-year contract worth $115,000 a week. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the best ways for Chelsea to utilise Raphinha, everything he's bringing to the team, the positives, the negatives as well that we do need to get into as well. We're going to delve into the situation regarding Barcelona as well. But for everything you want to know about Raphinha and what he will bring to the side, stay tuned and stick around. What's going on, people? Welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV and welcome to another transfer update video for you guys today. In this video, we're going to be delving into everything regarding the Raphinha deal. We will talk about the situation regarding Barcelona as well, because I do know that has worried a few people too. But I will say as well, calm, relax. It's not all done yet. Barcelona haven't exactly hijacked the deal or anything, but we will get into that in the video. Before we start, as always, please smash the like and subscribe button on your way into the channel. Let's try and aim for 500 likes before the end of the video. So guys, if you haven't done so already, it's just one button that we're asking you to press. Smash the like and subscribe button. If you guys are feeling generous as well, press the bell notification button too to be the first to know whenever we release any transfer updates throughout the summer. This place is your one-stop shop for all transfer activity regarding Chelsea Football Club. So check it out and let's get straight into the video. Before we talk about what Raphinha brings to the team, I do want to just touch on the Barcelona situation, because we do know Deco is in the city right now. He is talking to Barcelona directors about their stance regarding the player. And let's call it what it is. Raphinha's #1 preferred destination is Barcelona. Now, I know that's going to hurt the pride of a lot of Chelsea fans, but let's be real about it. We did know about the situation for a good few weeks. When we were talking about the Dembele situation, we were saying it could be likely that Barca take him as their replacement and we end up taking Dembele. Now, it still could be a case that we could potentially still take both of the players, but Raphinha's #1 preferred destination is Barcelona. It all just depends on two things, and it depends on a fast cash injection, and it depends on how much Barcelona can pay Leeds up front as well. So I'd say be cautious. Now, I did say in the last video as well, it's not over, it's not done, but it's very close. But I wouldn't hold it against Raphinha for having Barcelona as a #1 preferred destination. If we're going to hold players, if we're going to look down on players for preferring Real Madrid or Barcelona as an option, we're not going to have a lot of picks, especially at the top elite level of players. So I wouldn't be too fussed about the Raphinha situation. I think right now we're still in the driving seat. I would be very surprised if Barcelona were able to pay the majority up front the same way that we're planning on doing with Leeds United, because they have so many players they need to register, let alone sign. They're in for Lewandowski. They're taking half of our defence and they haven't registered them or anything yet. So I'd be cautious with the Barcelona situation, but just because we hijacked Arsenal doesn't mean now we're getting hijacked. It's a potential, but it's only a potential for now. So on the Barcelona situation, I understand it is a little bit worrying, but you have to play it all by ear, especially with the summer transfer window. It's intense. Things can change just like that within the space of 24 hours. You see it happen with journalists all the time, where they predict one story and then the next day there's a completely different story. But it's because things change in football. So don't worry too much about it. Play it by ear and let's see what happens. What Raphinha offers to Chelsea Football Club. Now, at Leeds United, he had to carry the burden of their creative and goal-scoring threat due to injuries and poor form across the team from last season. But he thrived in that regard. He absolutely thrived, and I think he was arguably the best player outside of the top 6 for Leeds United last season, maybe even the season before as well. His numbers, they speak for itself. Since the start of the 2021 season, only 2 players have attempted 100+ shots, created 100+ chances, and completed 100+ take-ons in the Premier League, and that's Sadio Mane and Raphinha. And like, Mane is a baller in itself, but to be able to produce those numbers in a team that's struggling for relegation or sitting in mid-table, it shows a lot about the quality of the player. Now, there are positives and negatives to him. He is a very high-risk, high-reward player. So you can expect a lot of moments that will just blow your mind, but you could also expect those frustrating games where nothing seems to work out for him, or he's losing the ball a lot, or he's going for glory balls. But he's a high risk, high reward player in that regard, and he's also the sort of player that Tuchel looks for in terms of his 1v1s. His dribbling is unbelievable, and his footballing IQ to get in positions and to drag other defenders out of positions into those 1v1 situations is exactly what Thomas Tuchel is looking for. And you've seen it in the players that we've been interested in, like the sort of profile that we're looking for. Dembele, Raheem Sterling. Quiet hints about Neymar that we won't delve too deeply into, but Raphinha as well. 1v1 dribblers is the sort of profile of forward that Thomas Tuchel is looking for right now, because we haven't had that profile in the squad. Christian Pulisic is a lot less explosive than he once was because of all of the injuries that he's pulled up, all the muscular injuries that have been because of his explosive style of play. Hudson-Odoi hasn't really been as consistent either. He can drive the ball into the box, but he's lacked the end product. And that's where Raphinha comes in, or a Raheem Sterling. Their end product is levels clear, and that is exactly at the level that we're trying to perform at the top tier. And that's what Raphinha will bring to the team. In terms of Tuchel's style of play as well, like, he's a presser, very strong presser off the ball, and that fits the Tuchel mold of player to a fucking T. And that's exactly what we're looking for. And he comes with a high volume of tackles, interceptions, defensive actions, ball recoveries, and clearances for Leicester City. He was always among the top 5, and for most of those stats, he was in the top 3 for them as well. So he offers you defensive work rate off the ball. He offers you set pieces. His passes, like we said, they are unpredictable, but for the most part, they're on the money as well. In terms of the positions that you'll see him taking up, you're likely going to be seeing him in the front three, because I've already said, as it stands, as soon as he walks into this Chelsea side, he is our best forward. So you're likely going to be seeing him in the front three positions, and he likes to operate within the half spaces and around the touchline as well. So you could see him play as a right forward in the middle of a front three if we're playing a 3-4-3. You could also see him potentially play as a wing-back, and I know a lot of fans have groaned or rolled their eyes at the sight of seeing Raphinha play in that sort of position. But it's not to his detriment, and like we said in the previous video as well, we've played a lot of wingers in those positions because Tuchel likes them to play high up the pitch. When we're dominating possession, you usually see the 3 centre-backs at the back and one of the DMs, or maybe one of the wing backs and the other one's bombing forward. So you could see Raphinha play as a wing back, but you could also see him potentially hug the touchline. And that also works to the benefit of other players. Like, to me, I think Reece James could be looking at an amazing season if he has the likes of Raphinha on the right side with him as well. Like, it could be similar to when we saw him and Ziyech in a 4-3-3, where Ziyech would be making the in-swinging crosses, Reece James would be on the outside of the out-swinging crosses, and there'd be 2 sorts of deliveries coming into the box. But with Raphinha also liking to hug the touchline at times, he offers Reece James a little route to run in and attack spaces, and we've seen how good Reece James can be in the final third. So to me, I think Reece James's numbers will improve with Raphinha in the side. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him hit double-digit goals and assists. That's my thoughts on Raphinha as a player and what he brings to Chelsea Football Club. Let me know whether you agree or disagree with any of my points down in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV. Press the bell notification button as well if you want to be the first to know whenever we release any transfer news. And as always, check out my personal channel, Carefree Lewis G. We'll see you guys for the next transfer update video. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Up the Chelsea.